it's Megan, and this is Edward, and we're going to play a song, and it's called Arkansas Traveler.
We're on. Take one. Artocast. Places, and we'll just start talking and we'll go from there.
Test 1, 2.
Then we'll have you pick up your.
This is safe for a spot. This when I come on is like safer if we have to shout at anything like that.
Yeah.
Right.
Or if there was something to talk about, but it all ended up the best person talking is you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So are we on?
We're on, man.
So we're here with
Test.
Artocast.
Wait. Let me see if we can see if
What?
we're good. Sorry, my fault.
Come on, man.
I want to make
We got
sure.
sponsors.
We did? Alright, let's be better right here. Just right looking at all. I'll fix it up. Whatever.
Are we good?
We're good.
We in frame?
We're perfectly fine
Cool.
right now.
All right, we're here
We're
for
good.
another Artocast.
Yeah.
How's the moon looking?
Moon was in the daytime.
It was pretty full the other night. We always talk about the moon. We monitor the moon.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
The moon. It was daytime moon. I took
Was
a
it a
picture of
daytime moon?
I saw a moon in the daytime. Is that
Wow.
allowed?
Did you make a wish?
No.
Come on.
Is it allowed?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I saw the moon in the daytime. Felt the vibes.
Cool.
You out in the daytime right now in the heat?
It's getting a little hot for me, but it's gonna cool down here. September's one of my favorite months. So
Is it? Okay.
I like fall. I'm a fall
No, it's
guy.
a good time to be out and going before it's
Yeah.
over, before it's cold out there.
Yeah.
But then go out in the cold too. So get with it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Summer. Know about
Summer?
it.
You like the
Know about
heat?
it. Yep,
Me
I
too.
do.
I'm saying go
Within
soak it up.
reason.
Soak it up. Get on, do what you gotta do outside as much as you can before the cold evil
Well,
Satan winter
yeah.
comes in.
Satan's winter.
Yeah.
Satan's winter.
Do you want to introduce our guest
I do.
today and let us know how you met
For
her?
sure. I met her. I saw a show with her on with David Birchfield, but then I also looking around for a super fiddler. But I saw her fiddling and stuff, and so I mean, I love fiddles. I love everything about it.
Yeah.
And so she's all around the scene, and so which is really great. Megan, everybody, the
All right.
fiddler.
Ladies and gentlemen,
She'll tell you
Megan.
more about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All you
so-
want to know.
We'll give a couple shout outs. We've got Artocast. Do you have a handle or an Instagram or something you'd like to give a shout out to? Get people
Yeah.
to follow you and get to know your music.
Yeah, you can find me just normally under Fiddle Chick 098.
Cool.
It's numbers backwards on the keyboard.
Yeah.
Thought I was really cool making that. Now everyone thinks I was born in '98, which is not the case. But yeah, and then I play with David Birchfield, so you can sometimes find what I'm doing with him or Tara Shipping Ponies.
Cool.
So yeah.
All right. Yeah, and we're here at studio number 2, the Baldwin Radio Factory. We've got a great interview tonight with the Megan. Usually let's get a little background. You grew up in, I know we're talking, you grew up in Midvale. How'd you get into music?
Well, both my parents play.
Okay.
So my mom, I'm pretty sure she was playing in a band with my dad when she was pregnant with me. So by the time I was coming along, like it's just what I was always around.
So you were in there hearing the music?
So I'm told. The family legend or the
Yeah.
story they always tell is I was sitting in my car seat and my parents were just at a jam.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my little foot was tapping along with the beat, and they
Yeah.
were like, "Oh, it must just be a weird thing that happened." But then they like changed the song, and no matter what they were playing, my foot was like tapping along with the beat.
That's awesome.
So, but yeah, when I was 7, both my older sisters had expressed that they wanted to start playing. I have 2 older sisters.
Yeah.
So they both kind of picked their instruments, and then I was like, well, I want to do that too. So I picked mine, and it's just been never ending.
What kind of instruments did your parents play?
So my mom played the guitar, and my dad played the guitar, and then started the bass, the stand-up bass.
Cool.
So
What kind of genre of music were they into?
I would say it was like folk and bluegrass. I mean, my dad always listened to Merle Haggard and like pretty old school country, and my
You
mom.
can't go wrong with him.
Yeah. My mom is definitely more on the like folk end of things, I think, but she definitely had some bluegrass roots too. So
Yeah.
we just followed into
I
it.
apologize, the fan was on. It's nice now. See?
Oh.
I like the fan on.
No, but I mean, you
We
can hear that.
gotta keep cool heads prevail.
Okay.
Cool. So, is everybody in your family still pretty active musically?
Not as much as me, but they all can still play very well. My dad still plays gigs every now and then. My mom will just play kind of leisurely just for fun. Sometimes when we have like family come into town or friends or whatever, my whole family will get together and play again. We had a family band for a while.
Sweet.
So we did that, but both my older sisters have kids and all that junk now, so
Yeah.
they've got
What was the
their
name of the
lives.
family band?
The Ney Family Band.
Ney family?
What's your dad's name?
David Ney.
You know what? I believe I've met him.
You probably have.
He came into the automotive shop.
Oh, I'm
Does he
sure.
wear like a belt with a knife and stuff sometimes?
Oh,
Does he
every
do
day.
leather work or something?
Yep, that's my dad.
Oh yeah, I know your dad. Small Lake City, folks.
I know. That's what I was saying when you were telling me you grew up in Midvale and you're talking
I didn't
all
grow
about
up there. I
that.
just worked
Oh
there.
yeah, you worked there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I haven't seen him forever.
Yeah, we lived like right around the block from there, pretty much.
Oh
so.
yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Oh yeah, he's the best. He's my best friend.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah,
Like
that's some
strap right there,
crazy
actually.
coincidence.
That's funny.
Is he still doing like leather work and stuff too?
Yep. That's
Yeah.
where I just came from, actually.
Yeah, he's a master of that shit. Hell yeah.
Yes,
We'll
he
get him on.
is.
Yeah, we'll get him on.
Yeah, he helped me do my strap actually
Look
on
at
my case. And
Leather.
Yeah. Show us what you got in there.
I guess I could have gotten it out before.
No,
No, you're good.
it's all about getting it out. Just like skateboarding. It's all about skating to the spot. And music is the same. It's all about getting the equipment
Wow.
out. It's all the love of it.
Is this something you've had for your whole life, or is this something you bought? Or?
Nope. I bought this amazing fiddle off of this cute little old man at a bluegrass festival in Blythe, California.
No shit.
It's the back and sides and scroll and the chin rests are all made out of sycamore, which
What?
I understand to be not super common in violin making. So that's pretty cool about it, I guess.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, I love it. I bought it. I mean, I'm still ashamed to like explain how I got it and that I got it for the price I did, but he
Yeah.
was just a cute little man that didn't really need it and wanted it to go to someone who would appreciate
Wow.
it. So,
That's magic right there.
and I was basically playing like a student violin before, which is just blasphemous to me to even think about. But
Now
Student
you can
trumpet, I
see
think
the
I got
history
it.
in that. Can I hold it for a
yeah,
moment?
definitely.
Do you use your glasses?
Yeah, I do.
What do you
Ooh, I love the
do?
carving.
What are shades inside?
That carving is beautiful.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Everyone thinks my dad did it, but he didn't.
Yeah.
It just came like that.
Sweet.
Way cool.
Cool.
So you gravitated right to that, or did you go through a lieu of instruments before you came to your decision?
This was pretty much always it. We had family friends, and one of them played the fiddle, and I just really admired her a lot. But it was also kind of like a practical thing. I mean, you see how small I am now. When I was 7, I was also really small.
Yeah.
So it was like, wrapping my head around a guitar or, any other instrument. This just seemed like it's
Yeah.
small and I can do it. So
Awesome.
it seemed like it made sense. And, I was saying my sisters played. My middle sister chose the mandolin. My oldest sister wanted to do the guitar. So it was like, if we're going to actually do this, like, why would we all play the same instrument?
Yeah.
Not that we really had a band in mind when we did it. We just all wanted to start doing
Jam
something.
out,
But
yeah.
just kind of inevitably turned into that. But,
Sweet. Awesome.
yeah.
So who are some of your influences musically?
Oh boy. I would say I go through like different things of this, and like I have a hard time pinpointing in my life like who was more influential, but recently I've realized how much Nancy Griffith was a really big part of my growing up and like what I liked in music and understanding musicianship.
She's amazing.
I love her a lot. Alison Krauss I listen to a little bit, but
Ooh, can't go wrong there.
not as much as other people, but I still, she's just super influential.
Who's the chick that recorded an album with Robert Plant a couple of years back? Gillian Welch?
Gillian Welch?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah.
I didn't really know about her until I got older.
Yeah.
So, but the more I grow up, the more I'm realizing all of these like songs that I love, she wrote or covered or whatever. So, yeah, I love her a lot too.
She fiddling?
She's kind of just like a
She's
singer-songwriter.
kind of folky singer. I think her and Robert Plant did an album that was amazing.
She's in a lot of projects.
Yeah. I just recently got into Appalachia. Or the two sisters that play in a band called Appalachia. I don't know, good stuff. But I mean, a lot of this comes from the Appalachian culture, right?
Yep.
I mean, violin obviously came out of Europe, but then the Appalachian culture turned it more folky.
Right. Fiddling has more Appalachian roots, for sure.
For sure. But sweet.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's like asking a musician what their favorite band is or whatever. It's just as equally as hard for me to figure out who my influences were.
It's like asking a landscape painter what's his favorite mountain.
Yeah.
Like, which one do I see first during the day?
Right. It's really hard to figure out. I mean, and it ranges so far too. Like, I just feel like my music tastes, they're never not just one thing.
Yeah.
I always laugh at my music on shuffle.
Yeah.
One thing to the next is just completely different.
I was doing that today. I liked it. I haven't shuffled forever, and I just going through my music. It's like
You shuffle it up.
it's like back and forth to like you
Get
like.
back to the shuffle.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
I love the shuffle. Fan of the shuffle.
So,
And it's kind of weird. It's like tarot cards or something. It's just like put it on shuffle.
Yeah,
And you're like, oh
just
my
let
god,
it be.
I miss this song.
It's exciting
It changes
too.
your day.
Yeah, you're like, what's gonna come up next on the cue? I don't know why I find so much joy in that, but.
Yeah, that's awesome. So, do you write a lot of your own music, or?
I mean, yes and no. I do write my music. I have instrumentals I've written, and I play the guitar too. So I have a lot of
Sweet.
singer-songwriter stuff that I've tried out, but I've never recorded anything of my own. That was supposed to be my goal this year, but that's kind of all gone down the shitter. So.
Everything's gone down the shitter this year.
Yeah.
I made goals this year too,
Good goal.
and they went.
Yeah. It's a struggle for everyone, I'm sure.
it's
Sure.
there. You have that. It's still there.
Yeah, there's time.
Oh yeah,
There's time.
for sure.
That's what a musician can do. They're at work and they're saying, I got this song in my head. I got this goal in my head.
Yeah.
It's
Do
never
you sing at all, or are you just straight instrumental? Or?
I can.
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything to brag about, and I'm pretty shy about it, and I've never been
Maybe
trained.
we should ask Kim. Could she sing?
Oh yeah, she can sing. Yeah.
Yeah,
She sings all the time.
She's in the shower. Just,
Yeah.
That's another date.
My shower head is very impressed.
maybe you should call it the showerhead sessions.
Maybe.
Hey.
I'll just start secretly recording me.
There you go.
No, my passion is here for sure, and that's
Nice.
Not that I like to brag anyway, but if I was gonna say that I know what I'm doing, it's gonna be on this thing, if anything else. So I don't even really say that I play guitar, but
Yeah.
I know how.
Are you like a theory knowledgeable? Like, what's the theory on this kind of instrument? For people out there.
Whoa.
I didn't grow up learning how to read music or really understanding like the foundation of music. I did everything by ear at first.
Wow.
But I did decide to join the orchestra in middle school, and that changed a lot for me. And I honestly, from middle school into high school, I still couldn't really read music. I just made do in the orchestra, and my directors knew that I could play, and I could play by ear pretty well, so they didn't really care. But I really wanted to go to school for music, so I was like, if I'm going to do that, I have to know the theory end of it. So I started studying it a little bit. I went to Snow College for about 3 months.
Hey, I dropped out of college too.
Yeah, I mean it's whatever, but
it's not college is hard because it's not for musicians or artists. I mean, it's just not designed to be that way.
It's not that way at all, especially for what I want to do. Like classical music wasn't really that for me. It was just something to do and something to help my other genres that I was interested in. But I did kind of grow to love it, but it's not.
Yeah.
And that Ephraim kind of sucks. I don't know if you've ever been there.
Ephraim?
Yeah, that's where Snow College is.
Yeah. Where's Snow College?
Is that north or south?
South.
South. Is it down there by like Nephi and shit?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay.
Yep, it's down in that area, so it's just...
You probably were alone now.
Now everybody wants to move to small towns though, so Ephraim might be looking nice.
Yeah, but I mean, small towns in Utah are...
You haven't heard of Ephraim? You crazy?
I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is.
Yeah, I mean, you're not missing much. Like one day I was going to class and there was a whole herd of sheep crossing the road.
That's awesome.
So it was pretty awesome.
Pretty cool.
Sheep!
But,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
could live in a town like that though. I'm kind of like leaning more towards a small town guy these days. So.
There you go.
I mean,
Nothing
I'm
wrong with that.
Not totally far from that either. So
Yeah.
I get it. But
Cool.
going to college in a town like that, trying to do the music I want to do, it just didn't
Yeah.
super fit.
So you bailed out on that.
I did. It was actually more of a health issue than it was actually like not committing to it. But looking back now, I still don't know if I would have stayed. Just knowing what I want to do and what I want to play, I don't know if I could have.
Well, it's hard as a musician, as an artist. Like I was saying, like what's college gonna do to further like? You get out of college with a music degree, like all of a sudden you were a rock star?
Yeah.
No, like you're just like, I know how to play this instrument a little bit better, but I could have learned it all on my own anyway.
Exactly. Yeah, and that was definitely kind of the catch-22 for me. I mean, I knew that I could study music and know more about the theory and things, and that was the purpose, but it was pretty overwhelming, and there was a lot. I mean, I also graduated a year early from high school, so 17, moving out for the first time, who's always been around my family.
Yeah.
Going down with a full class load more than normal. Being a music major, they've put a lot of shit on you, so it's like, and not just that, but doing things I wasn't familiar with, like, oh, by the way, you have to learn piano, and you have to, sing and do ear training and do all these things.
Oh, yeah.
I was stoked for, but I wasn't stoked to do all that and do my generals and learn how to live on my own.
Was it a dry town?
Generals are
Was
the
it what?
worst.
Dry town with a bar?
Yes.
So she was at a dry town too for college.
It's not a dry town.
Yeah,
I
it
was
is. Back then,
17,
probably. Back there, those little places are nothing.
We're talking the 90s, man. She was probably in the 90s.
No, I'm not talking about her, but the town
No.
didn't have like places to play and like see other music probably.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant dry as
I don't
like
know.
as far as you can't get a beer at the gas station.
No, you can't probably.
There
Back then.
wasn't a gas. Well,
See?
there was one gas
See
station.
what I'm saying? She's like, I want to do some college life, do some shotgun, and it wasn't there.
Yeah, I know.
As well.
Damn it! I gotta drive to Provo to get beer.
I'd be like that.
Pretty much.
I'd be like, what am I doing?
I gotta go buy beer off a BYU student.
I mean, you laugh, but that's how
it's
it
probably
was.
how it felt.
Yeah.
See, I know that.
Is
Yeah.
Snow
I've been
College
there.
a religious college?
It's not, but
Huh.
I mean, it's a small town, and we're in Utah. Everyone's
Mhm.
Mormon, so I mean,
Crazy.
That's how it
Back
was.
then, probably
I'll have
still
to do
today.
my Snow College research.
yeah.
Maybe they'll hire me as an art professor.
Sounds cool.
It's
No
basically a
college.
junior college, but the music program there was definitely more than exceptional. They had a 4-year program, and that was their only 4-year program
Sweet.
there. And they had, all these connections to Juilliard and really cool things. And
Oh,
I
wow.
really wanted to go to Berkeley, so I thought this is
Yeah.
going to be my in for Berkeley. You know, I can do a few years here and then apply there, but, you know, again.
Juilliard's the shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of actors and musicians come out of Juilliard. It's cool
Sure.
shit.
Cool place.
Well, hell, I'm excited here. I want to hear what you got to do
Oh
here.
boy.
Get
Take
pumped.
your time.
Get pumped.
Yeah, I want to hear this.
I mean, I don't know. Should have brought some sort of accompaniment, but that's okay.
What do you need?
I don't know. Should I
Need a
just play a
beat?
fiddle tune?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Which tune should I play? You don't know the names, probably.
yeah, give us some good. Take your time. You're good. We're all friends here.
How easy
Go
is
play with
whiskey for breakfast? That's the
Whiskey-
only one I know.
Whiskey before breakfast.
Whiskey, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean,
Whatever,
easy
just jam.
is not necessarily a good word for it, but
Whoa, what was that last chord you played?
just a G chord.
Oh, play that again. Oh.
It's,
I love the G
I know what
chord.
he's
For
doing.
some reason,
I know what
I'm like, I love
I know
the
what
G
he's
chord.
doing. I like
the
that.
G chord guy.
Man,
Played well. It's good.
Yeah, that's one of my
you
favorites.
jam out. I've seen you, man. I mean, it's just it just
Yeah.
adds to the style of music and other things. Have you played in any metal or anything like that? Like a Jane's Addiction type of?
Never.
Jane's
Yeah,
Addiction.
fiddlers. There's all kinds of stuff. Like, anyway,
I mean,
it's
I once learned that solo. What's the band? We were just talking about that band. Ocean Avenue. Learned that
Nice.
pop rock
Yellow
song.
Card?
There's Yellow Card. Yellow Card. They have a
Yeah.
violin in that band. I learned one of those solos once. But
it can be. I can
What's the
go everywhere.
oldest song you know?
I have no idea.
Think of what you
I
can.
have no idea. I mean, pretty much everything I play is old. So
Yeah.
and a lot of it is like, you know, those traditional tunes that they don't even really know where it came
Where
from.
they came from, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Well, everything's from everything.
I mean, the one I just played is called 5'2", and
Mhm.
it's a pretty common like older song. 5'2", eyes of blue.
I wish I still had my banjo.
Yeah.
Slick up my banjo.
Yeah.
But I hawked it because I didn't have any money.
Yeah. Well.
No, when I've seen you play, it's really good. Like with David and all that other stuff and violin,
Thank you.
it goes in its place. It's awesome. it just hits.
Yeah, it's.
That music is amazing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I do that I'm not able to do. I mean, not necessarily on the spot, but by myself, it's definitely nothing compared to having some sort of arrangement along with it.
Yeah.
Well, you just gotta pretend like we're all naked and then you can just play just fine.
Well, I mean, it's not even that. Like, it's not nerves or anything. It's just.
It's not that. Jam something else. Go ahead.
No,
Oh, that
it's-
makes me relax now. A bunch of dudes hanging out.
Yeah, that would probably make me
Man
nervous.
spread.
But
Yeah, bunch of Johnsons hanging out.
yeah, no, it's more just. I think more of my musicianship comes out when there's something to bring it
yeah.
out.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
mean, I know tune upon tune upon tune, and I can sit here and play every single one I know for you, and not really be worried about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But when I do things cool and what really makes, in my opinion, when I go, oh, I sounded good there, whatever. It's
Yeah.
it's never just by myself. It's always
Yeah.
along with someone.
Accompaniment.
So
Yeah. That makes sense.
it's definitely not a guitar where it's like it can be a solo instrument, but there's a lot of things you can do on here to fill the space just by yourself too. But
It sounds
It's crazy.
good.
So it's interesting because there's no frets on that.
you know,
I'm not. I'm not a musician by any means. I play guitar, but so you're basically just finding the strings by ear, and maybe you already know where like to put your hands or whatever. But it's interesting because like I know where to put my finger because of the frets, whereas take people inside of how that works when you're playing with a fretless instrument and you can't find your way.
Just can't fret about it.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. It's sorry, I love.
So if your fingers are off a little bit, then you can hear it and know you need to be like move like a tiny bit forward or something like that.
Same thing.
You'd hope.
Yeah.
You'd hope you can hear it. When you're first learning, generally you have something to guide you, and when I teach, I always put tapes on my students' violins, and generally how it works is you give them like the most common notes. So if you think about like your major scale, like just G major, that finger pattern and like the shapes.
Yeah.
So there's like the common spaces, and if you place the tapes in those spaces, you practice enough, you learn what the notes are. Understanding the theory definitely helps, but I feel like it's just muscle memory at some point. I mean, it's really the same on guitar too. Like
intuition
it's not
comes
like you're
in.
constantly checking which fret you're playing on.
Yeah.
You learn where your fingers and your hand is supposed to go.
Yeah.
So.
Interesting. It's like the perfect instrument for you too.
I mean, yeah.
Tiny hands.
It's perfect for the front porch.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Front
perfect
porch,
for
yeah.
anywhere.
Front porch. Just
You know any Civil War songs?
I mean, yes, but I wouldn't actually know specifically what they are. I've only been told that they're that.
Yeah.
There's this common song called A Shokin Farewell that people normally associate with the Civil War, but I think it was actually written after the Civil War for some sort of like Civil War story or movie or something, and so people think it's Civil War, but it's actually not.
I know that music was a big deal with keeping camaraderie with during the Civil War. You know, I mean, these guys were dying in the thousands every day, and the only thing I could do is grab a whiskey and play a song.
Yeah, I'm sure that a lot of the tunes I play were played in that same era, for sure.
Awesome.
So.
Can we get another sample? Because that was beautiful.
Yeah.
Let's hear that Civil War thing.
No, whatever.
Well, I don't know if it's Civil War.
No, it doesn't matter. Just
There's
whatever.
this cool song called "Shove the Pig's Foot a Little Further into the Fire," which I'm told is a blacksmith thing, like a pig's foot.
Yeah.
I don't know, but that one's pretty old. I have no idea what the time frame is, but
Name is good.
it's cool.
I like it. Yeah.
I'll have to remember it really quick.
It's a reminder of it. That is.
Oh,
That was a fun one.
Can you come over? Have a campfire and then play the whole time?
Yeah, can we hire you?
That's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah, can we just hire you to play in the corner all day long?
Sure.
$20 an hour
Looking
work
now.
for you?
Oh yeah, that sounds great. Let's do it.
No, what are you like for? Are you? Is it higher or are you teaching? Is it
All of the above.
all the above?
Yeah, I teach, and then I play with David and Tara, and our bands are definitely doing stuff right now. I mean, it's not as busy as it normally is with COVID.
Oh, they just
but-
did the traveling bike thing, didn't they? Did you do that? It was
David
like a tune.
Burchill,
Yes.
yeah.
You played with it? I should have. Yeah. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, that
I was
was
about
way
to go.
fun. It was
Could
way
you
fun.
really need a ticket for that? Or could you just rode your bike?
You could have honestly just ridden your bike.
That's what I thought.
You could
I
have
was like
just
trying
shown
to debate.
off.
Wait a minute, you could ride your bike and play that?
So,
Oh,
no. So what it was.
Like, I
did not see
So
that.
since the COVID thing, they made like a concert tour. You toured to different bands and,
Yeah, it's like
around
pop-up
Salt Lake.
stages.
Huh,
They
interesting.
didn't, disclose, and they planned out this route. And Pixie and Party Grass, do you guys know them?
No.
Sounds familiar.
They're pretty common. It's super talented band, and
Oh, yeah.
they headlined the week we did it. I guess this other guy was headlining the other day. I can't remember his name now, but David would be so mad at me if I forgot. Joshua something. Joshua James? Is
Yeah,
that his name?
yeah.
Yeah, he was headlining the other
Yeah.
night, and
Yeah.
he produced David's newest record. So, but yeah, so we were on the other bill, and they just have these little pop-up shows, and you go to one stage, and we basically played the same 20-minute set 5 times, and it was a blast.
Yeah.
So,
It's like a drive-in.
yeah,
Yeah.
kinda.
I live in Sugar House, so they have the Pale Horse Studio over there.
Yeah, I played there.
Yeah.
I played
need
there
to
with
go. I need
Tara
to go
and
check out a
everything.
show. I know, like we said, the COVID's shut down all us artists. But I need to get over there and check it out.
Yeah, that's a really cool place, and that guy seems to really know what he's doing.
Even though it's
Yeah.
shut down, we're putting on little shows here.
Yeah. Let's get Pale Horse here,
Oh,
whoever
yeah,
you
yeah.
are. I don't know you, owner.
I forgot his name.
What about Amanda Shires? Do you like her?
I don't know who that is.
Jason Isabel's wife from the Drive-By Truckers.
Oh, yeah. I
She's
still don't
pretty
know
badass.
her, but I know about Jason Isbell.
Yeah. Check
but
it out.
it's still not someone I really ever listened to, but
Mhm.
it keeps coming to my, like mutual friends, keep talking about Jason Isbell. I'm like,
How do we mesh rap with this kind of music? Is it possible?
Yeah, it is.
Fuck yeah.
Everything is.
Yes.
Music. She's
let me
probably
tell
done
you
it.
about a guy, actually. His name's John Hartford,
Uh-huh.
and you should really look him up, because he's, like, my favorite of all time.
Yeah.
But he's this guy that, played this old-timey music, and so many songs, actually.
Yeah.
He wrote so many amazing songs, but he would play his fiddle and tap dance, and then he would talk, and almost like spoken, what do they call that?
Spoken
song?
word poetry,
Yeah.
prose poetry.
That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or he would play like a fiddle tune. There's a song called The Squirrel Hunters, and he would go like, "This is the Squirrel Hunters," and he would like tap and talk and play all at the same
Yeah.
time, which is like way far beyond anything I can do. I can hardly even do anything other than just play. But yeah, he's really cool, and that's the closest thing I could ever think of to
Yeah.
meshing rap, but
Yeah.
that's not what it is.
Well, if you're for hire, you can play punk band. with
Plus, you could loop
me.
stuff
I'll play.
in between, like rap music, and then
Mm-hmm.
loop like a jam, quick jam on there or something.
Yeah,
like
I'm
that,
sure that it's out there,
Yeah.
and there's, the way technology is now and all this sound equipment, and there's so many artistic people out there that I'm sure have done projects
Yeah.
like that. I definitely stick to the more traditional music and bluegrass and folk. I haven't really branched out too much into other things, not necessarily because I don't want to, but just because I'm so passionate about what I
Yeah.
already do.
Awesome.
But what I listen to, like I said, that's a whole other thing than what I actually play and put my effort
Yeah.
and time towards. But
Yeah,
yeah.
that is amazing. I just want to listen to that all night long.
Thank you.
You got one more for us?
Sure.
We don't want to put you on the spot too hard.
No.
No, like I said, I know all these tunes, and trying to figure out what I want to play is always the
You're-
hard
you're-
part.
Those two that you did at OFO. Pick one of those
For the
for the
contest?
contest.
Ooh.
Do one of those two.
Competition.
Are we worth it?
I kind of don't.
Are we worth it? Are we worthy for
I
it?
just never even play those songs
Hell yeah.
anymore.
Front porch music.
So
There we
I
go.
don't
Front
even
porch
know.
it.
Which one would you do?
Well, the ones that I played, I don't even remember anymore. Like, the one was Goodbye, Liza Jane. The other one was Oop Pick Waltz. And I, never remember how they go when I try to play them, so I'd have to, listen to it again. The other one is Building the Low Ground, which I play all the time, so I'm kind of do I want to play
Do that one.
Also, we don't.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
That's what I have. So,
At the top.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to the tone zone.
Welcome to playing on my
Oh,
mind
God.
string.
Mine was this, my guitar was
Yeah.
that tuned as that violin. It'd never be.
My heart has strings. They're right there.
Yeah, man.
That's
I'm
awesome.
telling
My
you.
heartstrings.
I'm telling you.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you.
Well, cool.
Hope you liked it.